I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would. So good. Bum, bum, so good. I got a you. Bum,
Stop
bum,
that!
Bum.
You're in a disgustingly good mood today. Where's your mousy little sidekick?
She'll be back later. Have a seat, Thaddeus. You picked a perfect time for a social call, just what the doctor ordered. A mastermind at engineering the impossible.
Who said anything about a social call?
Business. What, you want Dixie followed?
No. I want you to do some research for me. I want you to dig up everything you possibly can on somebody who may already be following Dixie.
Remember me? I met you yesterday?
Yeah, right, at the cemetery. How did you find out where I live? What do you want from me? You know, you really should just leave me alone, okay? I mean it.
Wait, please. I don't mean you any harm. It's just that you were sad yesterday at your brother's grave, and you brought him flowers, and I thought some of your own might cheer you up.
How'd you know where to find me?
I'm sorry I'm scaring you. Well, I guess I can see why. A stranger in town, but... After I met you yesterday, I got a job over at the Cluck Cluck Chicken Shack.
You're kidding.
No. And there's a picture of you on the wall, so I asked Mrs. Cortland and put two and two together. And this morning while I was walking in the woods, I found these early morning flowers. And I guess the real florists might call them weeds, but I call them the prettiest flowers that grow in the spring. I thought of you.
It's really sweet, you know, and you were very nice to me yesterday, I guess. Oh, what the heck. Come in.
You sure it's okay?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I guess if you're working for Uncle Paul, that means your family.
It's a nice place to be in.
I mean it. Everything you can. City, state, federal, even automobile records. And while you're at it, I want you to look into Social Security, workman's comp, bankruptcy.
Whoa. Want me to dig up a third-grade Sunday school teacher, too?
If you have to. Passport, military records, IRS.
Let me get something straight, okay? So far, all this Del Henry guy has done has knocked over a flower pot on Dixie's porch and gotten a job at the chicken shack. Right, he's shown no threats. He's made no threats, shown no unusual interest.
What do you call being caught red-handed with the photograph, huh? Coincidence?
Yeah, maybe it's coincidence. Or curiosity. I'd certainly rather look at a picture of Dixie than a bucket of raw chicken parts.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you saying there's something wrong with my money, Charles?
What about the milkman, Tad? He's got a crush on Dixie. Should I investigate him, too?
You know, just for the record, considering your family, I'm not thrilled with your attitude.
Look, okay, I admit it. Dixie has attracted more than her share of demented admirers, present company excluded. And you can't be too careful when it comes to the people you love, but you got to have more to go on here than a flower pot and a drawl that grates on your nerves.
I've got instincts, Charles. Razor-sharp instincts. I am not paranoid.
Okay, you're suspicious. Who wouldn't be, man? You're stressed to the max. Look, you and Dixie got a chance at a real life. Now, why don't you put your feet up, man? Enjoy yourself. Kick back. Let this poor schnook fry his chicken in peace.
In peace. With Palmer and Opal.
That's his problem. And look, if he runs into Dixie in a mall or something, do yourself and everybody else a favor. Don't punch his lights out.
Well, I hate to say it, but you make a modicum of sense. All right, I'll take it easy for now. Mark my words, if I find out this guy has got a sketch of Dixie in his closet, or doesn't know how to read or write, I'll be back.
So I thought you said you were a writer.
Yeah.
What made you take on at the chicken shack?
Well, only about 2% of the writers actually support themselves writing. I read that someplace. Shack was looking for help. I was lucky.
Lucky? That's one way to describe working for Uncle Palmer. Hey, you know what? I know a writer.
Yeah?
Well, he's a man that supports himself right. Edmund Gray. I bet you anything. You know what? When he comes, he's on the honeymoon now, but when he comes back, I will talk to him, and, you know, maybe he'll help you out.
Well, that's a nice offer, and maybe someday I'll take you up on it, but right now, nobody would hire me to write my name. I have no experience, no qualifications yet, but I need to work. And it's not for the satisfaction of doing an honest day's labor. I need the paycheck. Speaking of which, I could use some pointers on how to handle my boss.
Really? What do
Yeah.
you want to know?
About your uncle? I don't mean any disrespect. And he's about as crusty as certified chicken. He's a cross between a Marine drill sergeant and a preacher under the revival tent.
That's Uncle Palmer for you.
How do you handle him?
Well, very, very carefully.
Yeah?
Uncle Palmer and I have lived in each other's back pockets for years now. I guess we get along like oil and water half the time and peaches and cream the next. I'll tell you one thing, though. When he gets an idea in his head, he just goes after it, full steam. I mean, he doesn't care what anybody else thinks, ever. I mean, he knows other people have opinions, but they don't matter. His is the only one that counts. You should know that if you're going to work for him.
Well, I suspected it.
He's stubborn, exasperating. I mean, impossible, nearly impossible to fool. Don't try. Don't lie to him, and no matter what you do, don't ever, ever tell him what to do. You with me so far?
There's more.
Oh, yeah, that's just the easy part. He is impossible when it comes to making a mistake, because he doesn't forgive you. I mean, he may put on a good act, but he doesn't forgive, and he never forgets, unless, and this is very important, so listen up here. The only way that Uncle Palmer will forgive you is if Opal picks up your case and sits on him for you. She's the only person with any influence over him whatsoever.
Well, it's a good thing we're frying chicken and not running the government or playing on Wall Street.
Yeah, exactly. You have put your finger on it. Because whether it's stock options or drumsticks, Uncle Palmer always has to do things. I guess I learned that living with him, you know. In a way, it was good. Certainly forced me to figure out my own opinions. If I didn't, you know, he'd make me buy his.
Sounds like some boss I lucked into. Who probably wouldn't appreciate me being late on the second day. Thanks for the coffee and the cookies.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you that he was more like Captain Kangaroo, friendly and wise. But, well, you know, he's wise. He's just not too friendly, you know. Watch your step.
That's good advice.
Yeah. You know, while I'm on a roll here, sort of doling it out, do you mind if I give you a little bit more?
Shoot.
Working for a living and getting a paycheck is, you know, it's something we all have to do. It's one thing, but a dream, like being a writer, it's something else. Sometimes you can get along, you know, on one path, and it's just really hard to go back to that fork in the road, you know what I mean?
Sounds like you got a dream of your own.
Well, not really. Just hang on to yours.
Lucy, I'm home! Dix? Honey? Come out, wherever you are. Ollie, ox. Ha-ha! Proof positive you've been entertaining your lover on the sly.
All four of them.
Huh?
Oh, just kidding. Come here, you. I have a new friend. Boy, do I prefer old friends. Come here.
Good.
What are you doing home so early? I thought you had places to go, people to see.
I did. I do. I changed my mind. I'm happy to report that spring has arrived, and love is in the air.
Or as Opal would say, sap is on the rise.
I stand as accused. I'm guilty. I admit it. And I got an idea.
Oh, no.
No, stick with me on this one, okay? What do you say you and I do something so totally, shockingly, unbelievably different that we blow ourselves away? What do you say we be happy today? Okay?
Okay. No argument here.
Which means I'll take a day off if you will.
A day?
A day off, as in a 24-hour coffee break, a mini vacation. Honey, I don't know what it is. Call it spring fever, call it madness, call it love. But suddenly I am overwhelmingly, compulsively inspired to do something really big for you. So, let me just whip this out. Go ahead, take it, it's yours. Seriously, honey. Whatever it is that's gonna make your day, you have but to name it. Carita.
No, I will not go to the mall.
My little lamb chop, you're mine. Your soft, warm flesh. Oh, come on, sweetie. You told me I can't entice you in any way.
No.
Huh?
No.
No day of beauty at the Glamorama?
No.
No shopping spree? No trip to New York?
No. I have everything I need right here.
Such as?
Fresh, warm, hot, tasty, buttery coffee cake in the kitchen.
Later. Come on, sweetie. Let me spoil you, huh? Let me charter a jet and take you to Ireland for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, you are so crazy.
Of course I'm crazy. I'm delirious. Sweetheart, we have been shin deep in trouble for so long, I practically learned to dog paddle in it. But look, here we are. We made it. Spring has sprung. We're together. We're better. Things are better. And I'm ridiculously rich. You got to take advantage of it. You've earned it, honey. You got to bite the big one. Big, bigger, biggest, you know. Ridiculously expensive. Come on, I tell you what. What about a Caribbean honeymoon, huh? Yeah, something like that. Or the Concorde to Paris. Oh. Now, right now, I would take you on a trip to the moon.
Oh, the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby, I want to go to the moon. I'm ready. What should I pack?
Nothing. We're going naked. I'm going to make you happier than you ever thought happier could be.
You do. You have.
Yeah.
You will. You promise to do so for the rest of your life.
Or at least this afternoon.
Oh.
What's that?
What's what? That?
That.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That is nothing. That is
TV.
nothing. That is the Pine
Valley
Valley
University.
catalog. Okay, it came in the mail at work. I was looking at it.
Admission requirements?
Yeah.
You thinking about going to college?
No, I'm not. I am thinking.
No,
maybe.
sweetheart, going back to college. I think that's a great idea. I'm so proud of you. You know, college, what a concept.
Look, I was just looking at it, okay? I was just looking to see what was required to be a social worker.
Well, probably a bachelor's degree and a master's in social work.
Yeah, it would take forever.
Not necessarily. Ever heard of accelerated courses?
They do give credit for what they call life experience.
In which case you could have your PhD and not even know it. Oh, listen, you know, Dixie Cooney Martin, social worker. I like the sound. It's got a great ring to it. I love it.
You do?
Absolutely. Sweetheart, listen, you are by far the best patient advocate that hospital has ever seen. For all you know, you could study, work hard, and graduate to your own office.
Oh, come on. Let's not get big like this.
No.
You know, I'm just dreaming.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with dreaming. People do it all the time. It's perfectly natural. And some people, a rare select handful, actually manage to work hard enough and catch enough luck to make those dreams come true. Like you.
Like you.
Like both of us.
There's one problem. I don't think I'm smart enough to go to college, Dad.
Give me you learned the wine business practically overnight, like in a week. As far as I'm concerned, intellectually there is nothing you can't do.
What if I'm too old?
Oh, that's true. You are ancient.
Oh!
Oh, listen, okay? Look, you know, compared to college, the stuff you taught Ted, that was really difficult, you know? Going back to school will be like a walk in the park. Listen, the only thing you need to graduate magna cum laude is a little wine humor there. Magnum is a little... Anyway, is smarts, which you've got, money, which I've got, and somebody to make you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for junior while you're studying. Honey, between the two of us, you and I got this thing licked.
You would do that for me?
In a second, I'd do anything for you.
Nobody in my entire life has ever believed in me the way you do. Would you do that for me? Would you help me study for the SATs?
Sure, no problem. Piece of cake. I'll tell you what. I'll go out and I'll get all the relevant information. I'll buy all the books and we can study together in bed.
In bed?
Good point. In the tub. We'll study together in the tub. We'll take turns soaking and asking each other questions. This plan is great. It keeps getting better and better.
No. You keep getting better and better. Thank you.
Well, I dig you.
Oh, baby. I dig you, too.